How do you use an ellipsis correctly? Imagine you're telling a story or quoting someone, and you want to show that something's missing or that your sentence trails off. That's when an ellipsis comes into play. An ellipsis is a punctuation mark made up of 3 dots. It can be used in different ways depending on the situation. In formal writing, an ellipsis is mainly used to show that part of a quote has been left out. For example, if you are quoting a long sentence but only want to include part of it, you can use an ellipsis to show where the words were removed. The key is that the omission shouldn't change the original meaning. When you use an ellipsis in the middle of a sentence, you should put a space before and after the 3 dots. For example, you might write, "Today, we are going to the park." Some style guides prefer the dots to be spaced out as dot, space, dot, space, dot. If the part you are omitting is at the end of a sentence, you add a period after the ellipsis. This makes it a 4-dot sequence. For example, "I am not sure," with the period after the ellipsis shows the sentence has finished. In informal writing, like texting or casual emails, an ellipsis can show hesitation or that someone is trailing off. For example, "I think maybe we should wait." Here, the spacing around the dots can vary, but keeping it consistent is best. When you start a quote with an ellipsis, some style guides suggest adding a bracketed capital letter if the first word isn't capitalized. For example, "After hours of work, we finished." But some writers just use the ellipsis without the bracketed letter. Remember, rules for ellipses can differ depending on the style guide you follow. The most important thing is to be consistent. Use the same style throughout your writing. In summary, an ellipsis helps show that words are missing, a pause is happening, or a thought is trailing off. Whether in formal or informal writing, knowing how to use it correctly makes your writing clearer. Always check the style guide you're following and stick to it. That way, your punctuation will be correct, and your message will be easy to understand.